everybody and welcome to another video. I hope you are all well and had a wonderful festive Christmas. It's been like ages since I actually did a video. I can't actually remember what the last video was. Oh no, it was the sweet tour. So I have been quite busy actually. I have been sort of mainly just working, Christmas shopping, bit of this, bit of that. But I also did something very exciting, which is why I'm talking to you today. So as you may have seen, heard, seen videos, watched things, seen it on social media, there is a new British cruise ship that has finally come out and started sailing. It is P&O Cruises Arvia. She is Britain's biggest cruise ship at holding 5,200 passengers. And last week I was lucky enough to be one of those passengers, and I spent the night on board Arvia basically testing out everything. It was called a test cruise. It was testing out like the food, the entertainment, the activities, making sure it was all good to go, ready for her maiden voyage a couple of days later. And I wanted to make a video just to talk about my experience, talk about what went well, what maybe didn't go so well. So I'm hoping they've sorted that out ready for the maiden voyage, which is currently sailing. And yeah, I just wanted to sort of give you all an idea of what to expect if you're ever, or if you plan to sail on Arvia anytime soon. So the first thing I will say is Arvia is sister ship to Iona. So that just means they have very similar layouts, they have very similar decor, they're basically sisters, not twins, I will say. There are differences with regards to maybe the decor, the food that they serve. There's a few more restaurants on board Arvia, but if you have sailed on Iona before, you will get a bit of familiarity with Arvia. And I haven't actually been on Iona before. I'm going on Iona in May next year, so it was really nice for me to go on and not really know what to expect. I wasn't comparing anything. I just sort of just went on there and thought, wow, this is amazing. My mum has been on Iona before though, so she was like, oh, this is very similar to Iona, oh, this is very similar to Iona. But it was like a good thing, because you know, if you're wanting something that feels similar, feels something that you've done before, Arvia is great for that if you've been on Iona. So I just want to literally just start by just saying she is a beautiful ship. She is absolutely stunning. She's so light and airy and just bright, which I think they've done that on purpose, because she is known as the sunshine ship, because she's going to be sailing to a lot of hotter climates. So she's doing the Caribbean, she's doing the Med, she's currently doing the Canary Islands. So I think that was the aim that they were going for, and they successfully, yeah, check, definitely well done. It was pretty much the same colours throughout, like with regards to, like, you know, the atrium, the hallways, the cabins. It was very much like whites, silvers, greys. There was some sort of blue theming in the cabins, which is identical really to Iona, but it just felt, I think because of those colours, it was very open, it felt very big, it felt very airy and spacious. And yeah, that I absolutely loved that. I loved how modern it was as well and contemporary. It was, as you walked in, it was just so open and big, and yeah, it just felt clean as well. But I think it was actually obviously clean because no one's been on it before. So yeah, it was just beautiful. Definitely the decor is stunning, and they had all the Christmas decorations out as well, so it was nice to go into the atrium and the first thing you really see is just a massive Christmas tree that just goes throughout the whole like 3 decks of the atrium, like through like 6, 7 and 8. It was just stunning. It was really nice, and there was just like lots of decorations coming up the spiral stairs, and there was just like Christmas trees, there was wreaths. It was just stunning, everything. They did really well with the decor. And although Arvia is the same as sister ship to Iona, there are, I think I said this earlier, there are a few differences about the ship. For example, there are more things to do, more activities on Arvia. So P&O have successfully managed to do 2 firsts on Arvia. So there's the first ever escape room at sea, which is mission control, which we got to go in. It wasn't open for actually like doing it as an activity, but we got to go in and we got to sort of have a chat with the staff, the actors there that sort of go through the story with you when you actually pay to use it. And they were telling us about the story, they were telling us like what happens, and there's 2 different stories for aimed more like at families, and there's one aimed at sort of adults and it's more intense. And it was just really amazing. It was all sort of open and you can touch the buttons and press things, but yeah, it was that is something that is just amazing. And if anyone gets the opportunity to go on Arvia, definitely do Mission Control. And I know what you're thinking, it's going to be claustrophobic because it's an escape room. It's not. It's when you go in, because that's what I thought, but I'm really glad I got to go in and actually see what it's like, because you can probably fit about 20 people in there. It's very wide and big, and it's not claustrophobic at all. And I learnt from this as well by speaking to one of the actors. It's £20 per adult and £10 per child. There's no sort of maximum times you can use it on your cruise. You can go in as many times as you like, you can book it as many times as you like. There's a few different storylines as well, so you might not get the same one when you go in, and you have to pre-book it on the My Holiday webpage. Another first that P&O have done is the altitude high ropes course, which is literally go ape at sea. It's insane. It's amazing. We had a look at it in the dark. It was like during the evening we went and had a look. It's not really high. It's not like at a point where you're like, no, that's dangerous. It's very safe, obviously. And it looks like it probably take you about 20 minutes to do. There's not that many like stations to actually go around. It's fairly small, but it's free. It's included with your holiday as well, with the cruise. I don't know if you have to book. There wasn't anyone there to actually tell us or give us information, but yes, it's free, we know that. And it was amazing to just look at and see that there's actually a high ropes course on a cruise ship, so you could be doing that in the middle of the ocean. It's amazing. And there are of course other things as well that you can do while you're cruising, which aren't firsts, but they're still amazing things to do while you're cruising. There's a 4-screen cinema, which Iona also has, so you'll be very familiar with those. And they show like new films, like popular films. When we were on there for the night, they were showing Elf because it was close to Christmas, the new Elvis film, and Top Gun Maverick, which is also very good. I know that's very popular. I didn't see it because I'm not really into those types of films, but Mum and Dad did. They went and saw it like months ago and they said it was amazing, so I'd go and see it. They also had mini golf as well, which was in the same area as the high ropes course, so you could be doing mini golf and then people just above you and around you are doing the high ropes course, and that's also free. I believe it's 9 holes, I think. I can't actually remember, but I think it is. It's not like a really big area. It's just the same area as the high ropes. But yeah, that's also free, also included. Also a nice thing to do outside, because obviously you go into the Caribbean, you go into the Med, it's going to be hot, so you're going to want to be outside. There are also some new additions of restaurants on board. So we've got the 6th Street Diner, which is basically an American diner. You can probably tell by the name of it. But yeah, it's an American diner. It does like milkshakes, burgers, it will do pancakes and waffles, those sort of things for breakfast as well. That's also included. I know there are a couple of things on the menu that is a surcharge, but the majority of items are free and included. And there is also another restaurant which I know a lot of people will be happy to hear about, Green & Co, which is a restaurant for vegans and vegetarians because it is plant-based. So nothing is there for meat eaters or anything like that. It's all vegan, vegetarian. And it sounded really nice, but there were so many places to eat. Me and Mum went to the main dining room instead, but it did look really nice. And I know my sister is vegetarian, so I know she'll be very pleased. There's also a sushi bar on board. Like I don't think I've ever heard, I'm sure there has been, because I don't think this was advertised as a first, but I don't think I've ever heard of a sushi bar on a cruise ship. Apart from maybe a Virgin cruise ship. I feel like Virgin Voyages actually did that recently, but that's still amazing because everyone loves sushi. In terms of our dinner experience, we went into one of the 2 main dining rooms, which again is free. It's included with your cruise as well. You can have 3 courses. It's a different menu most days. Sometimes they sort of do the same things as a couple of days ago, but it's usually different every day. And I'm not really one for eating loads, so I can never have 3 courses when I go out for dinner. I had 2 courses. I had a goat cheese croquette or something. It was basically baked goat cheese, like breaded goat cheese. It was delicious, really nice. And an apple salad. I don't think I've ever had an apple salad apart from an apple and walnut salad, but it was delish. It was amazing, really nice food. And then the main course that I had was a lentil and black sesame cake, which was like sweet potato and things like that in like a little, like a a sesame cake. That wasn't as nice, but it was okay. I ate a bit of it, but I wouldn't have that again. But that was nothing to do with like how they made it, what it was just simply, it wasn't for me. It was just not something that I would ever eat again. So yeah, other than that, it was really nice. Mum had really nice courses as well. She got given 2 desserts. She only ordered 1, but they came and just got her something else with alongside the actual dessert she had, and she loved the other dessert as well. But yeah, it was overall really nice food in the dining room. So moving on to entertainment, there was quite a few things on in the daytime for us. It was really nice. We actually went and watched, I think it was aimed at children, but me and Mum just went and it was really funny. We went and watched a pantomime of Aladdin. That was really funny. They got everyone involved. They were doing the classic, like, it's behind you. That was really funny. Yeah, that was actually really good. It was really nice to sit there. I don't think I've watched a pantomime for years. I think the last one I went to, I was really young. So yeah, it was fun to do that on a cruise ship, and all the children really like were getting involved, shouting, and it was just really fun to watch. And then after our dinner, we went to the Sky Dome, which again, if you're a fan of Iona, if you know Iona of sort of inside out, you'll know that Iona has a Sky Dome where they have dancing, singing, acrobats, aerialists sort of hanging down from the roof, the screen, the top, see-through roof, whatever you call it. And Arvia is unique because Arvia's dome actually retracts, so it's a retractable roof. So again, in the itineraries that she'll go on, it'll be open most of the time because it's going to be hot, so people are going to want to have it open. But we watched something called Universe, which was like space themed. There were astronauts, there were drones, they were like being lifted into the air like they were like in space. That was probably one of the best shows I've ever seen on a cruise, and I've seen a lot of shows on a cruise. They also had other things on in the evening. They had a silent disco, which we walked past, but we didn't actually participate because we were sort of elsewhere. We were looking for other things to do. There was karaoke. Some of them people singing were interesting, to say the least. Karaoke singers are always, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, there was also music, singing. There was a nightclub in the back. We went to the nightclub to sort of finish off our night, and they were playing like Christmas music, and then they were playing like dance music. It was a wide range. We actually stayed up later than normal. I think we went to bed at like 1 AM. I remember it was about midnight or just after midnight, and we were in the buffet because Mum wanted some food. I don't know how you can. I don't know how. I cannot eat at midnight. I cannot eat after 9 because I'm like, oh, it's gross. But yeah, Mum wanted food, so we took that back to our cabin. Mum was eating it while I was getting ready for bed, and then we went to bed at like 1, half 1, something like that. And then I had to be up at 7 the next morning because I had work like in our office the next day. But yeah, it was such an amazing night. It was really amazing to actually experience Arvia for the first time, to actually get sort of an idea of the entertainment, the food, like all the restaurants. It was so nice. And considering that was the first day the staff were actually, you know, providing that service, because no guests that had actually come on board before, they did amazing. It was amazing. There were so many people on board. I think that it was full. Like there was about 5,000 people on. If there wasn't, it sure felt like it. But everyone was doing amazing. The staff were just doing such a good job with, you know, the drinks orders, the food, the service. They were really trying their best because they know that it is, you know, it's the first time people are on there, and they need to make sure that they're ready for that maiden cruise. But yeah, it really was amazing. But yeah, I was very lucky to be able to go on board for the night and just spend time with my mum, because I brought my mum on board as a guest, and we just had fun. We sort of drank, we ate food, we just had a laugh, we had a bit of a dance, and it was really nice to see everyone else was enjoying it as well, and everyone's faces were just like, oh my god, like it's just an amazing ship. I know everyone is currently on board. I know people are on there now. She's currently, I think, a week into her maiden voyage. I think she started it on the 23rd, and I'm filming this on the 29th, so it will be about a week in. I get with every cruise line, every new ship, every new, you know, maiden cruise, there's going to be teething problems. I know there will be, there probably has been. I think I've been reading that there have been a couple of issues currently, but I hope that despite that everyone's having an amazing time on board. It's just amazing to celebrate a new ship coming to service, and I'm glad I was there in Calshot in Southampton to watch Arvia come in a couple of weeks ago as well. So it was a really good day and a really amazing evening spent on board. I know P&O have got some really good deals on for Arvia at the moment, so if you're interested, definitely go and have a look. But I hope you enjoyed it's not really a review, it's just my experience of the test cruise. Again, it was just amazing to be able to go on there. I do feel very fortunate that I'm able to go and spend the night there as part of my job. But yeah, I had a lovely time and I hope to definitely go on her very soon. But thank you for watching, and I hope you had a lovely Christmas and have a very happy new year.